What is up, my fellow Chibits? Today I'm here to bring you my second chapter review of Platinum End. So the new chapter has just came out. Now, let me get you up to speed, Chibits, if you are unaware of what this series is, if this is your first time hearing about Platinum End, or if you're wondering what the hell is this, should I read it? So Platinum End, to do a brief summary, it is from the writer and artist of Death Note and Bakuman. So if you love Bakuman and if you love Death Note and you love their works, you're going to probably want to look into this series and see if you like it for yourself. It is a new series by those two, and yeah, we're just now got chapter 2 that came out this month. So now that I said that, let's dive into this chapter. For one, the main male character, instantly standing out to me. I love how our character has a conscience, how he wants to live that normal life. He's the type of character that, even though he's given all this power, he's given this white arrow, this red arrow, these wings, he can do anything he wants. I mean, we got to see, if he really wanted to, he could cause his own harem, but, you know, he doesn't, because he would probably end up like the dude at the end of the chapter. But the main point is our main male character has a conscience. He has a conscience to where he knows what he wants, but also, he doesn't want to kind of use the powers that are given to him to do things that, you know, is not right. For instance, going out of his way to kill people. Now, this is the interesting part, because with the way this series is structured or built up, especially with how we saw the main antagonist introduced, I'm willing to bet that our main male character is not going to be able to go through this entire series with keeping his hands clean. I mean, he already has his hands kind of dirty after what happened in the first chapter, but when you think about the grand scheme of the series, I just don't think our character is going to be able to keep his innocence through the entirety of the series, because this is, you know, the writer and artist from Death Note and Bakuman, and they do some crazy shit with their characters, and thinking about it like that, I could see something like, you know, our main male character slowly developing into someone similar to Light, maybe wanting to become a god, or, you know, having this god complex like, you know, Light did. I could see him slowly developing into something like that. Now, I hope he doesn't become a carbon copy of Light, because that would kind of be upsetting, because these writers, you know, they usually love breaking the norm, and so hopefully something different happens. But for now, though, the main male character having his own conscience to where he doesn't want to go out of his way to steal, or kill, force people to love him, it really makes me happy, and it makes me see that this main male character is not someone that's just being grabbed up by the fucking shirt and dragged around by this angel and being told what to do. He actually is doing what he wants to do, not what other people tell him to do. So, good shit right there. Now, the angel, this is the main thing I wanted to discuss, because in the first chapter, my first impressions, I discussed this a little bit, and I will say it once again, I do not trust that fucking angel, because this angel has a warped sense of happiness and justice, because this entire chapter, the dialogue from that angel that's following our main male character, like saying like, oh, you could just kill him, they have it coming to him, and I mean, it's really fucked up, like some of the lines or dialogue we got throughout this entire chapter from her, and I'm like, whoa, you're supposed to be a fucking angel, and you sound like you're a damn demon. That's exactly what it looks like to me, and I'm like, you sound like a fucking demon, you don't sound like an angel. I'm like, whoa. Also, there's the other thing I want to point out, too. We kind of find out that there's certain angels that actually differ from others. For instance, they have certain special traits that other angels do not have, like, you know, white arrow and red arrow and stuff. And with that, we kind of find out that our angel that's with our main male character, she's a little bit different, but there also is other angels that are like her as well. So that means that later on down the future, maybe another good, if this series does last a while, let's say another 20, 30 chapters, that would mean that there might be other angels that could have abilities that our main male character does not have, which reminds me a lot of Death Note, how, you know, Light didn't have certain abilities because he didn't decide to, like, give up half his life for, like, you know, the Shinigami eyes. I could see something very similar to that happening, actually, in the future, where our main male character has the odds pitted against him, but he has to use his quick thinking and mind to overcome them. Now, the next thing I want to point out as well, when it came to this white arrow, we also find out that the wings can escape the white arrow. Now, there's no possible way to escape the white arrow if you're a normal human being. If you're a normal person, you cannot escape the white arrow. But if you have the wings, you could actually outrun the white arrow. So that is probably going to be used for the future for our main male character to be able to kind of run or get away if someone shoots at him. And I could see something along the lines of this being used for a future plot point with our main male character trying to kill someone. I could see that happening as well. So, I mean, this chapter of Platinum End. So far, my impressions of the series, it has a long way to go. I mean, it's still right now just setting up the main structure or the foundation of the series, the verse. And we don't really know the entirety of what is going on here. We only know a couple of things. But one I want to point out, too, is that it seems like the angels don't have any negative repercussions for failure. Because we already had one dude die in this chapter, and the pacing feels a little bit fast, but I don't really think it was actually because of that. I think it was more along the lines of showcasing what type of series we're getting into, but also how our main male character realizes that there is people out there that's going to go and try to kill your ass to become God, and he needs to learn how to protect himself. The repercussions, get back onto that. Our angels don't get negative repercussions. You have it to where, like, the dude, after the guy died, he flew back into heaven carrying the guy's body, which makes me wonder, what happened to that dude's soul? I'm curious. Because the body was carried up into heaven, I'm assuming, by the angel. And where was the soul? Also, the next thing I have to wonder about as well is, if the angels don't have negative repercussions, is there a possibility that these angels can enter back into the match or some way help out other angels? Like, let's just do a hypothetical theory here, okay? Let's say our main male character died, okay? Let's just say he kills over next chapter. Our angel, our main female character, goes off and helps the dude that's the antagonist of the series, and starts giving him information. Is it possible that that could happen? If your candidate's already dead. So, I wonder. I'm very curious about that. So, for now though, Platinum in Chapter 2, pretty damn awesome. I cannot wait to see where the series is going to go, because it has a lot of potential. There is a lot of potential to be seen in this series. It just really depends on where the writer wants to take it. So let me know your thoughts in the comments below. You all have a wonderful day or night wherever you live. Please be safe. Chibi out.